Our next storyteller is Mike Perry. Mike Perry has a lot of different things he has done, but the one thing you might be interested to know that I'm going to share with you is he used to be a clown. Can you imagine? You get to act silly, you get to do tricks, you get to use kind of funny things like balloons and magic things. That's what he used to do. Mike believes that growing up, let's see, how do I have this? Having fun is mandatory. No, growing up is optional. Having fun is mandatory. And we all like to have fun, right? Absolutely. Now, if I say to you 3 words, what will you say back? A, B, C? D, E, F, G. You got it. Mike is going to take us on a little bit of an alphabet journey. Please welcome Mike Perry.
You don't have to stop. Hi, everybody. Hi. Good to be here. Good to be here. Hey, let's give a round of applause for Linda. Isn't she doing a great job? I almost wanted to meet me the way she said that intro. Listen, I want to tell you something. When I was about maybe your age, someone said, telling a story is as simple as ABC. Well, I thought, I have a friend named Dick Shawnery. He has every word in the English language located in there, so I can start with A, B, C. That's exactly what I did. I started with the letter A. Now, sounded simple, but, well, you might have gone to school a couple years ago. And turns out the letter A, being a vowel, has 2 jobs. It can say A. It can say A. Confusing, especially if you're from Maine. A means yes, and A means could you say that again? I can't hear you. So it seems we have the first letter of the alphabet with 2 jobs. Confusing. I moved on to the letter B. Now the letter B I took a liking to right away. You see, the letter B has 1 job. You got a B, you got a B. B, 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 B. Turned out to be my favorite. This was going well, I thought, so I moved to the letter C. Now the letter C started confusing me once again. Take the name Kate. It could be starting with the letter C. C-A-T-E, Kate. Oh no, it's spelled with a K. K-A-T-E, Kate. Wait, next letter's an A. Why isn't it cat? I don't know. C has 2 jobs. Look at the word circus. Shouldn't it be Kirkus? Circus? Seems to me the letter C is already doing 2 jobs and those jobs are taken. You got an S that says, you got a K that goes, you don't need the letter C. What I have here is a problem. I went back to the letter B. Give me a B. Give me a B. Give me a B. What's that spell? We'll get along fine. I thought I'd write a whole story about the letter B. You want to hear it? Good, because you're gone. Yeah. It's about a boy named Billy. Billy the boy. Now, Billy the boy was a boy who liked to bake. He was Billy the baker boy. One day, Billy the baker boy went down to the bakery. It was Bob's bakery. Walked in the bakery and said, "Hi, I'm Billy the baker boy. I like to bake." Bob said, "Well, hello, Billy. I'm Bob the baker. This here's my bakery. What do you make, Billy?" Billy says, "I like to bake bread." Bob says, "Oh, Brenda bakes the bread." Well, I can make brownies. I make beautiful brownies. I bet, said Bob. But Brianna bakes our brownies. Oh. Billy looked up and saw a woman in the back. He says, "What does she do?" Bob turned around and said, "Oh, that's Zelda." She does the dishes. Well, Billy was a baker boy, so Billy went home that very day. He went to the store, they say, and he bought a bag of biscuit mix. He bought a big bag of biscuit mix. He bought a big bag of biscuit mix and a big black biscuit mixer. He went home that very day, mixed a batch of biscuits, mixed a big batch of biscuits, mixed a big batch of biscuits in the biscuit mixer. Believe it or not, they turned out beautifully. He made those biscuits and he put them 10 to a tray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What comes after 5? Dinner. Gotta pay attention. Gotta pay attention. How many do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What comes after 8? No, dinner. I haven't eaten yet. Yeah, here we go. We got 10 biscuits. He brought them in and he said, hey, I'm Billy. Remember me? I'm Billy the baker boy. I make these biscuits, Bob. Bob says, those are beautiful. And before long, Billy was selling biscuits at Bob's Bakery. People walked in and said, those are beautiful. They bought Billy's biscuits. And guess what? Okay, I'll tell you. Billy got a job at Bob's Bakery baking biscuits. It was working beautifully. In fact, over time, Bob came to Billy and said, Billy, I've been at this a while. My baking days are behind me. How'd you like to buy Bob's Bakery? And Billy said, boy, almost jumped. He was so excited. He said, I sure would. So that very day he went outside, changed the sign to say, Billy and Lanyap's Bakery. Now nobody knew him as Billy Lanyap. They just called him Billy, Billy the baker boy. So now people went to Billy's Bakery to buy biscuits. Now I may have failed to mention, Billy was an average boy. Ordinary. But you see, no matter who you are, when you're ordinary and you put a little extra work, you can do extraordinary things. And that's what Billy did. He said, why do we only have 10 to a tray? Maybe I can improve that. So that very day, he moved them around just a little. And instead of 2 rows of 5, he added 2 more to each tray. So each shelf, each tray now didn't have 10. No, it had 12. I knew I could count on you. That's right. Oh, that's a metric dozen there. Yeah, 12 to a tray from that day forward. Things were going swimmingly, beautifully, if you like. Every day he'd mix a batch of biscuits, mix a big batch of biscuits, mix a big batch of biscuits in a big black biscuit mixer. Glad I got that part over. One day, Billy was looking at the tray. He tasted that biscuit mix, and you could hear him say, hey, that batter's a bit bitter. Bitter batter, that won't do. I know. I use better butter. Everyone knows better butter makes bitter batter better. So Billy added better butter to the bitter batter, and the bitter batter was better. You see, Billy was an ordinary guy. But when ordinary people use extra effort, they can do extraordinary things. That batter was better, all right. Now people before, they said, boy, Billy, those biscuits were the best. But now they're the bestest. Double superlative. Well, Billy's life was doing wonderfully well, if I can skip to the letter W for just a minute. In no time at all, things were going very well until one day he heard Zelda say, Billy, why do you leave a bit of the best batter at the bottom of the big black mixing bowl? And Billy said, what? So she repeated it. Just like that. And Billy said, But sure enough, there was a bit of the best batter at the bottom of the big black mixing bowl. Well, Billy thought, maybe I can fix this too. So here's what he set out to do. He put a row of 3, and then 2, and then 3, and then 2. This way, he had enough room for 1 more biscuit. He wiped the batter from the biscuit bowl clean, and he got 1 more biscuit, and now each tray had 13. And from that day forward, you can hear people say, 13 is a baker's dozen. And this way, when people came in to say, Billy, you make the best biscuits, he would say, that's because I've got the best customers. Down Louisiana way, if you're out shopping for this or that, they might say thank you. whenever you go to shop. And that little extra is called lagniappe. And that's the story of Billy the Baker Boy.